Good morning, YouTube. I hope each of you are having a great day today. Now today, currently, it's Saturday, October 31st, which is Halloween, but when you're seeing this, it's probably gonna be a little on early in the week, so I hope everybody had a great Halloween. Now in the last video that we did, which I'll link somewhere up here in this region, I hinted that we picked up a BMW. Today, since it's such a gorgeous day outside, I figured it would be the perfect time to get the BMW out and give you guys a little overview of it. So guys, I just wanted to go over some of the features and kind of a little bit about the car before we got out on the road so that I can concentrate on this instead of trying to concentrate on driving, things of that nature while I'm trying to operate this camera, because that's not safe for me or safe for anyone around me, so you always want to take things safe. So this is a 2003 BMW 5 Series. Now this is not the M Series. This particular series is actually equipped with the 6-cylinder as opposed to the V8 that some of the M Series came with. It is backed behind a 5-speed automatic transmission. Now the transmission in this car has 3 different sets. You can pull it all the way down into drive for normal driving. You actually have the option, once you pull it down into drive, you can push it to the side and that puts it into sport mode. And in the sport mode, that actually stiffens up the suspension and the handling just a little bit. You can actually feel a little more weight in the steering wheel, and it keeps you into your gears longer. You'll actually go into just before the red line there before it actually shifts into another gear. So if you're doing anything sporty, some cross-track events or drag racing, what have you, you may want to put it over into the sport mode. The third selection that this car offers is sort of a manumatic mode where you can actually select your gears. You can, if you push it up, it'll go into the lower gear, or you can push it down kind of like a slap shift into a higher gear. And it's a lot of fun to play around with. You know what, I've owned the car for about a week and a half now, and I've been playing around with it and just kind of bumping around through town. The slap shift's fun and everything. It actually gets pretty decent gas mileage. As you can see, I'm averaging about 22.4 miles a gallon right now, which isn't too bad considering it's a 4-door sedan. It's also considered a luxury sporty type vehicle, so 22.4 miles a gallon isn't too bad. I've had it up to about 23 miles a gallon, but like I was saying earlier, I've been going through town and out on the highways, things like that, playing around with the transmission, so your miles per gallon is going to vary from here to there. Surprisingly, it's a really fun car. I've had a lot of fun the short time I've owned it. Some of you guys may be wondering why in the world I went out and bought a BMW. Well, there are a couple of reasons why I thought a BMW might be a good choice for me to go out and buy. One is that for my job, I do have to travel a little bit. So when I'm going from town to town, city to city, or even state to state sometimes, it's important for me to have a vehicle with decent gas mileage. Now, I love my F-250, but it does not get any gas mileage whatsoever. I think that truck averages like 9 miles a gallon, partially because of the big wheel and tire setup that we have on there. Plus it's a diesel, it's just like a whole thing. So by buying a BMW, I was able to accomplish 2 things. One, get better gas mileage for when I'm out on the road working my normal job, my full-time job. And number 2, I looked at it as an investment standpoint. Now I have no intentions on holding on to this car for very long. I do flip cars here and there every once in a while whenever I find or whenever I come up on a really good deal. And when I came across this car, I thought it was a really good deal, so I scooped it up. So if flipping cars would interest you guys and you want to learn more about it and it's something you'd like to see on the channel, just let me know. Leave a comment down below and I'll tell you, kind of what I do when I look at flipping vehicles, what I'm willing to invest in them, how I go about trying to find the value of them, the whole detailing process, getting them cleaned up, because honestly, a lot of times when I buy vehicles, the people who own the vehicles before me, they don't really take the best care of them as far as like cleanliness. So there's a lot of detail work, things like that go into it before they're ready to resell, or honestly before I'm even feel like getting in them and driving a long distance. I mean, it would blow your mind some of the nasty vehicles I've come across. And honestly, just a deep clean could raise the value way up compared to what you bought it for. But if that's something you guys would be interested in me making another video about, I'd be happy to make a video about that. I love flipping cars. I like buying and reselling other things, not just vehicles. So if it's something you're interested in, let me know. All right, so I'm gonna try to mount the camera so that we can actually take the BMW out on the street and get some rolling shots, things of that nature. I wanna take you guys along with me as we drive it, so that you can kind of see what the nature of the vehicle is. Well, this BMW is a rear-wheel drive car, and it's a lot of fun in the rain. Not that I know that, but it is a heck of a lot of fun. All right, now like I said, this is a V6 model. It's not like the V8, but I am going to step into it just a little bit. Woo! I'm telling you, for a V6, this thing does have a little bit of get up and go. I believe from the factory, these cars have like just under 200 horsepower, which is absolutely nothing in today's standard. I mean, you're talking about, you know, Hellcats with 707 horsepower, Demons with over 800, the new GT500s and Corvettes. Everything's just crazy nowadays. So talking about something being fun that's only, you know, 200 horsepower may seem a little bit weird. But as I've stated in other videos, you know, every vehicle handles a little bit differently. Every vehicle provides its own sort of fun. And honestly, not everybody needs 1,000 horsepower to have fun in a vehicle. I will say one thing that I'm super impressed with is just how smooth this vehicle is. I know I sound like an old man saying that, but this car is buttery smooth. The transmission, the ride, you can definitely tell that the German engineers that put this car together really did their research and really put a lot of time and effort into it. Now, back in 2003, this specific car that we have was considered to be pretty highly optioned. I mean, we've got the leather seats, we've got the sunroof, dual climate control, so you can have different temperature settings on either side of the vehicle. It's got navigation, backup camera, heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel. I can tell you that I've never had a vehicle with heated and cooled seats or one with a heated steering wheel. And honestly, I never knew that I needed it. I never even really thought that I wanted it in the past. But after driving this car for about, you know, a week and a half or so, I have come to the conclusion that I need every vehicle I have to have at least a heated steering wheel. This Tennessee weather is absolutely crazy. So some days it's hot, some days it's cold, and more times than not, you know, early in the mornings, it's pretty chilly outside. And when I say pretty chilly, I'm thinking, you know, high 30s, low 40s, somewhere right around in there. And I can tell you, my wife especially loves this feature, because before we go out anywhere, if I'm taking her to work or we're going out on a date, things of that nature, I can come outside before we ever go on our date or wherever we're going. I can turn on her heated seat and she absolutely loves it. It's a pretty nice feature. Also, once you've driven this car a little while, you really can tell what industry or what target audience this company was going for back in 2003. I mean, this really is more of an executive's car. You got all the nice amenities. It's a sedan, so you can carry your business partners, potential clients, things of that nature. You can load everybody in with you. Everyone's super comfortable in the car. The leather's fantastic. And also the trunk is huge. There's actually a little diagram back there of just how you can fit 5 golf bags comfortably in the trunk, so you can definitely tell who the target audience was. And the handling on this car is really surprising. I really thought, you know, back in, you know, being a car from back in 2003, that it would kind of have sloppy handling, things of that nature. And I don't even have it in sport mode. I've just got it in regular drive. And back here on these back roads, I mean, it's really hugging the corners. The handling is really holding up nicely. So like I said, you know, I bought it for a nice vehicle for a daily driver, things of that nature, but I also bought it for an investment. So I am going to put it up online for sale. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I was videoing and the camera died. I just love technology. It's great when it works, but when it doesn't, man, it's a pain in the butt. So yeah, guys, so that's pretty much a good overview of the BMW. Like I said, it's nothing fancy. It's nothing too special. It's not an M series, anything like that. It's just a 6-cylinder rear-wheel drive automatic BMW. Now for the price that we're in this vehicle for, I think we'll actually turn a pretty decent profit when we get around to selling the vehicle. Now when you get into buying and selling vehicles, you need to check with your state laws, because there's only a certain amount without a dealer's license that you can actually buy and sell, and there's certain places, if you don't buy from an individual, there's only certain auctions, things like that you can go to. So make sure you check with your state, make sure you're keeping everything legal. Doug's Days. Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Hey! Y'all have a good day. Happy Halloween. So that was pretty cool. Just had two new young subscribers stop by. They wanted to see kind of what was going on with the channel. They wanted to tell me how much they liked the truck. So I forgot to get you guys' names, but I appreciate you guys stopping by. It's always really cool when, you know, you're a vehicle enthusiast and you can kind of pass along your knowledge and your enthusiasm towards vehicles to the younger generation. It really warms my heart. And it's subscribers like that really kind of get the channel going, and it helps support me and things that I can do for the channel and bring content to the channel. So appreciate it, guys. So with that, guys, I think that's what we're gonna wrap it up today. I hope everyone had a great Halloween. I hope everyone has a great rest of the week. We got more cool content on the way. So with that, make sure you leave a like down below. Please subscribe. The bugs are crazy out here. It's like almost winter. Why are there so many dang bugs? Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, guys. Take care and have a great day.